Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to Love for Guns, Tactics, and Shooting. And yeah, man, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title, you know what we here. There's a new gun dropping, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna go over it and see what's what. For my YouTube screeners, this is not a video about selling any guns or anything like that. This is for informational, educational purposes. We're just talking about a new product in the market. So with that being said, let's jump into it. This is going to be a new product by Wilson Combat. I'll show some pictures here on the screen. But yeah, man, they are jumping into what looks like a typical striker fire gun, but it is not. It's kind of similar to what FN does with the hammer fired semi-auto pistols. However, this is not your traditional hammer fired like the 1911s and 2011s that Wilson Combat is known for. This is a internal hammer fired gun that looks like some of the Poly Wonder guns on the market, but it is not. This is a all metal gun with a trigger blade and some other goodies that we're going to run over and talk about. So we'll kind of jump into the Wilson Combat website here. And as you can see, this is going to be called the BulWark or BulWark, something along those lines. Sure, I'm not pronouncing it exactly right, but it is kind of dope looking. I popped up some images already, but we'll kind of just look at some. These are some images that they posted on the website. This thing looks really good. I'm not going to lie. But it looks better than a lot of the polygons. So I'll scroll through some of the other ones real quick so you can look, but I really want to get into the specs and talk about the features of the gun. So I'm not going to talk about price because YouTube, but you can see on the screen right there, this thing has 15 round mags, 4-inch barrel, overall 7.25 length. And based on the width, it's going to be a little bit wider than your P365, but probably closer to like the Glock 19. Some of the key features, kind of as I mentioned earlier, all aluminum build, and this one has a fire control unit like your 365. So you'll be able to change some stuff up a little bit later on, which is, always great to have. We want options. For you over-the-top safety nuts, this will have a trigger blade safety, and of course it's optic ready. And the part that really excites me the most is the trigger. Unlike your striker fires that have the hinge triggers, this has a 1911, 2011 style trigger with a very nice, crisp, and light trigger. But don't be worried, it got a lot of features, safety features, so you're all good. No 320 action here, if that even something you're worried about. Just threw it out there, but looks pretty fire. We're gonna see what it brings to the market. So if we take a look at the internal image here, you'll see this orange piece at the back is the internal hammer, which will slap the fire pin, make the gun go off. And if we scroll down a little bit further, you'll see the trigger bow there, like your 19 and 2011, that will make for a cleaner, crisper trigger pull and a lot shorter. So it should be great.